We're going to solve this fraction word problem from the textbook, and in this solution I'm going to draw diagrams to help us solve the problems like in the textbook. I have another video solution of this same problem solved without drawing diagrams. But in this example, we will draw diagrams. Megan spent 2/5 of her money on a doll and half of the remainder on a musical box. She spent $8 more on the doll than on the musical box. How much money did she have left? First, we want to draw a diagram to represent 2/5. So this is 2/5, 2 out of 5. I notice the white portion there is 3 out of 5, and that is the remainder, right? If we have that remainder, we will get the fraction that she spent on the musical box. So this is what I did. You draw out the remainder, and then you have this by drawing this line here, and this will be the portion spent on the musical box. Then you start to compare. This doll here takes up the entire full 2 parts, but the musical box actually doesn't. The musical box doesn't take up the full 2 parts like this. It takes up to here, about 1.5, 1.5 box like that. So this portion here, it's the doll is more expensive than the musical box. Because we have half this box, we must also do the same for the other two parts, the other 2 blocks. We do it this way so that they are of equal share. Then I will also have to do the same for the entire block here. Now the entire block is partitioned into equal shares, and if you count them, there are 10 parts altogether. So one small part, that is the difference between the fraction spent on the doll and the fraction spent on the musical doll, is this one small part here, and it's equivalent to 1/10. In the question, it says that she spent $8 more on the doll than on the musical box. So 1/10 represents $8, and we can write that down as 1/10 is equivalent to $8, right? So now 10 full part is 1 whole. 1 whole is 10 out of 10. It's actually 8 times 10, which is equals to $80. So 1 out of 10 parts is $8. So all this whole thing, this 10 part, 1 whole, is 8 times 10, $80. Megan had $80 at first. However, the question wants to know how much money did she have left. If you look at the diagram, the money that she have left is indicated by this portion here, right? Because she spent this much on the doll, the blue part, and this portion here was spent on the musical box. So she's left with 3 out of 10. And the question essentially wants us to find 3 out of 10. And this is equivalent to 80 times 3/10, which is equals to 80 divided by 10 is 8, and 8 times 3 is 24. 24. This is the answer, but you might want to write sentence, right? Amount of money left. And this is equals to $24.